Hey, what's up? It's Raven. Today, sitting in front of me is Tecmo Bowl, the board game. Now, I was perusing my Facebook group, Super Tecmo Bowl group that I'm in. And I saw this. Somebody said, "Hey, look, check this out." And I noticed that people were like, "Is this real?" And I didn't even think it was real either. And then someone said, "Hey, check the Target website." So I checked the Target website, and according to the Target website, they said there were three pieces on the shelf and I should go get it right now. So I did. And I'm not going to lie, there were three pieces there. So I bought it. And for my Super Tecmo Bowl group on Facebook, this is an unboxing for you guys. Okay, so first thing we got to know is that this is not Super Tecmo Bowl. It is regular Tecmo Bowl, the original. So in the original, there was only, I don't remember, 8 teams, 10 teams, whatever. While as Super Tecmo Bowl has every team outside of the newer expansion teams, Carolina, Jacksonville, so on and so forth. Still has the Houston Oilers, as a matter of fact. So anyway, I bought the game. I opened it up. Check it out real quick. But for this video, we're going to do a full unboxing, and we'll talk about it. All right. So first things first. Here's the packaging. It is totally retro, and it says it's from. By the way, it's from Buffalo Games. I don't think I've heard of them before, but they're making Tecmo Bowl the board game. So, and it is ages 8 and up. So let's open this sucker up and let's see what you get. All right. Well, first thing, you have your rules. We will go over this in a second, but let's just. Oh, and here's your teams, by the way. So you got, and they don't have the actual teams, just like the original game. They just have the city, and that's it. So we have New York, Indianapolis, Seattle, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Cleveland, Miami, Washington, Chicago, Denver, Dallas, and Minnesota. Each team has their own little special power, so to speak. Like, let's say the New York team has aggressive defense, Dallas has running offense, San Francisco highlights a passing offense. Now, these are supposed to be, based on the actual teams, but at the time they did not have the license, so they just went with the cities. So there's your rule book. We'll look at that in a minute. All right, so here's your game board, and it unfolds. So here's the back. It actually has the player screen, which is pretty cool. But the actual board, so to speak, is here is your game board. Now it has that little sliding track across the bottom, which you will put your little marker to mark where you are on the field. So we will stick that right here for the time being. Now, sorry for the glare. You have your little markers here. You actually have your football and your, I guess we'll call them markers. And that is for the scoreboard, which is right here. Tells you the quarter, what quarter it is, and how many downs it is. And the back has the field goal guy. At first I thought there was the score. This was the actual scoreboard, but it does not. It just has the quarter and the downs. So you would put that, somewhere up over here. Okay, so now we have the playbook. Now let me put my mic down and open this up real quick. Okay, so according to the rules, you have some running plays, some offensive plays, and some defensive plays. So here is the offense. You got a run right, a run left, a pass left, and a pass right. Now, you can correct me in the comments if you want, but I think these are the same plays that were in the original Tecmo Bowl, I think. They're all the same, right? Run right, run left. Yeah, they're all the same. Pass left. Yeah, I don't know why there are so many of them, but that's something for the rules, obviously. Okay, and then the defense has the same amount of plays, but if you know anything about Tecmo Bowl, the offense picks a play, the defense picks a play, and if the offense picks a play that is different from the defensive player, usually it's a big gain. They pick the same play, it is a most of the time sack or some sort of turnover. In the original Tecmo Bowl, it was easy to get interceptions, even with like your nose tackle. So, I know why they're all the same. All right, so we'll go through these real quick. They're all the same, but if I remember looking at the rules, when you turn them over, so let's say the offense picks their play, defense picks their play. When you turn it over, you're supposed to put them right next to each other. I will get a close up of this in a minute. Okay, so when you turn them over, you're picking a short pass play. Let's say you're picking a short pass play. Come on. Doesn't want to cooperate. Nice. Stick it in here. Oh, there you go. Okay, so if you're picking a short pass play, they're picking obviously a run right, you are going to have some sort of success. Now, the ball carrier is this guy on the bottom here. We zoom in on him. This guy right here. And he is telling you to roll a red dice, which is right here. The red dice has 5 yards, 15 yards, 10. I guess the highest you can get on this dice is a 15-yarder. If you were doing, let's pick two more players here. All right, so let's say the defense picks a run left, and let's zoom out for a minute. All right, it doesn't want to zoom. But let's say the offense picks a run right, then the ball carrier is this guy on the top here, and he is going to gain automatically 5 yards. And again, if we do, let's see, long pass for the defense and long pass for the offense. Now, obviously, when you pick the same play, right here, it's going to tell you what dice to roll. So there is on the top here, there's the blue dice, which is 0, 10, 5, 3. And if you look at the bottom here, there is a red dice and plus a white dice. Now the white dice is the dangerous one where it is an incomplete, a catch, and there is a interception, and there should be another one. So there's 2 on each. There's 2 turnovers, 2 incompletes, and 2 catches. And then there's a yellow dice also where these are your big gainers. Your 20, 0, 30, 25. And if we go through the last play here, so the defense would pick a short pass, and a run left for the offense. And again, why can't I zoom out? But the guy on the top here would gain automatic 5 yards. And again, you can mix and match these plays. Now, it all depends on what each player picks. All right, so we went over the dice. We went over the plays. We went over the dice. Here's the yellow. Here's your marker for how many downs there are. Here's your little player, which you can put along in this track here to signify where you are on the field. And then, last but not least, we have the player cards. So I didn't really understand what these were. Hold on. So each team, So each team has their special power cards. Hold on, I gotta try to zoom out here. There you go. Each team has their own special cards. So Minnesota, every team gets 2 cards. All right, so let's look at Minnesota. Minnesota has something that says no gain for loss of yards from line of scrimmage. And they also have highlight grab, which is roll the, I guess, red dice for yards after a catch. And I believe they have they have another one. Okay, so big catch, roll the blue dice after a catch. Every team has 3. I don't know. Let's see. Washington. Yeah, it looks like everybody has 3 cards. Here's Washington's. Here's LA, so on and so forth. It's all based on their whatever their power is when you look at this. So you can play these cards after any play. So let's just say you get an incomplete pass. You can play. So obviously the blue is the defensive cards, and the red is offensive. So you could play this highlight grab, and you could roll the red dice and add yardage to whatever the play says. So let's say you get 5 yards, you can roll that and add an extra 15, so to speak. The only thing is you have 3 cards. You can only play them once, and then they're gone. So you discard them per half. So you have 3 cards per half. So you can use all 3, and then you can't use them again until the second half. I'm not sure about overtime. I didn't really look at that. But every team's got a card to boost their either offense or defense. And then there are these, I don't know why these are there, touchdown cards. I guess just to signify, oh, you know what? These are probably for points. So, hey, and there's automatic points. There's no point after touchdowns. So you got your touchdown card, and there are also field goal cards right here. So if you kick a field goal, you get these. So this is just to add to your points. And there is also a safety card. So if you get sacked in the end zone, you can take +2. And there is a bunch of those as well. And those are just to keep score, I guess. All right, so now let's check out the rule book real quick. And that's it. There's no player, there's no players in this. I guess you have to imagine being LT or Wayne Haddix or Bo Jackson or Christian Okoye. But let's check out the actual rules real quick. All right, so now that I have another hand, all right, so it folds out really weird. All right, so anyway, this is what tells you what's in the box. 8 play cards, scoreboard, quarter marker, and a down marker, line of scrimmage marker, first down marker, double-sided coin token, the passing dice, the distance dice, 36 cards, 18 score cards, and the game board. Obviously, the object of the game is to choose one of the 12 teams. We all know that it's whoever wins. Whoever's the most points wins. All right, so then it folds out. Let's see. All right, so let's go one quadrant at a time here. All right, so this is how to set up the game. Game board. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Starting the game. This is going to tell you how to get the glare out of there. Picking a play. Offense has 4 downs. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. Offense. All right, so both offense and defense will choose a play card. That's these things. Says it right here, these on the bottom here. There are 4 plays to choose from. Offense selects a play from the red cards and defense from the blue. Offense is trying to move the ball down the field. Defense is trying to correctly guess the play. The offense will run. It will result in a better outcome for the defense. But if the defense chooses poorly, the offense can pull off a big gain. This is just running. I guess it's mid-game play. So here, running a play, both teams choose a play card at the same time. The defense is trying to predict what offense will run. When ready, both players place their cards face down in front of them so that when you switch it over, it creates that puzzle effect. Then flip the cards over. Then it's move the line of scrimmage marker, the number of yards as the result of the play. Move the first down marker, blah, blah, blah. We know that. And then move the down tracker. We know that. And this right here tells you, if you look at right here, it says find the highlighted player on the offensive card and follow the play arrow across to the defensive card to see the result of the play, like I said. So this guy would be going here. It looks like a 5 yards. Yeah. So it's a 5-yard gain. All right. So now, let's see. We're upside down. All right. Now, here's the part where they talk about the team cards. Each team has 2 cards. They showcase the team's strengths. These cards may add or remove yards from the end of a play or determine the outcome of a pass. Then down here, these cards are played after the play cards are flipped over. Only one team can play per down. It says the first player to use one of their cards win. I mean, whoever's fast enough, I guess. Then it says once a card is played, it is discarded for the remainder of half. Are we looking at that? Teams start with both team cards at the new half, yeah. All right, so these are the distance dice right here. Roll the indicated color to show the yards gained or lost. The passing dice is this white one. Passing die is used when the defense is in a tight coverage on a pass. This die roll will determine if the pass is completed, incomplete, or intercepted. It is always rolled at the same time as a distance dice, as indicated on a play card or team. And obviously a catch. Let's see, where are we? All right. If rolled, pass is complete, and the line of scrimmage marker moves. Turnover, the defense intercepts the pass. Sorry. And gains possession of the ball. And if you get the X, it is incomplete. And then there's the more stuff from the actual game. Then over here, on the other side, we're talking about first downs. We know what a first down is. You get 10 yards. And touchdown if 10 yards are in amongst the end zone. Scoring a touchdown, these are the cards that mark the score. Now, field goal, if it is a fourth down, you do not want to punt the ball to the other team or try to get a first down conversion, kick a field goal, roll the blue, red, and yellow distance dice. If the total value of the dice is greater than the yardage you are away, you kick the field goal, which is weird because there is a 30 on the yellow dice. So you can possibly kick maybe like a 50-yarder. So obviously 3 points if you win. If you get it and you miss, the player on the other side takes over. Punting, team may punt the ball. You have to roll. You may roll 1, 2, all 3 distance dice. The total of the dice, that makes sense. If it's a touchback, start at the 25-yard line. And a safety, if an offensive player is tackled in their own end zone, it's a safety. Score 2 points. The offensive player now punts the ball from the 20-yard line, right? And then the length of the game is playing 4 quarters. Use the marker on the scoreboard to keep track. Quarters are determined by offensive possession of the football, when each team gets to play on offense 1 time per quarter, including turnovers. Whenever the other team goes on offensive possession is over. After the second offensive possession each quarter, the quarter is over, even if the quarter ends with a turnover. When the second half starts, both teams gain any team cards they have. The team, blah, blah, blah. And winning the game, whoever wins, whoever has the most points. Overtime, if there is a tie after the last possession of the fourth quarter, each team gets an attempt to kick a 30-yard field goal. Roll for field goal until someone doesn't make the kick, and whoever is successful wins. So that's overtime, is just kicking field goals. And I think that's it. I believe we went over all of the rules. Right, and at the back of the rulebook is the scouting report on all the teams. And that's pretty much it. So it is basically a quick game. There's not much going on there. For nostalgia, It's pretty cool, but like I said, there are no real players. There's no player ratings. It's just team um, special abilities, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. Still pretty cool. I mean, I'll still try it out. But there you go. There is Tecmo Bowl, the board game. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Um, I will give it a couple of goes and see how it plays, and maybe I'll have a quick gameplay video. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I appreciate it. Please subscribe to my channel. I have plenty of sports videos, mostly football and some baseball on this channel. I have another channel which will be linked in the comments that has other gameplay. Right now I'm only playing one game, Transformers Tactical Arena, but that may change in the future depending on how I feel. So again, subscribe to my channels, like this video, leave a comment. And again, this is for my Super Tecmo Bowl group on Facebook. I hope you appreciate this, and I'll see y'all in the next video.